walkers can run. I think that's neat. Combat squad disembarking.
Combat squad's getting out. We're going to get out on this side.
Oh boy. Yeah, I can't shoot this next turn because of Blade Storm. Wow, I'm going to take some serious shooting this turn. My fragile little Eldar unit's going to get shot at. It's not fair, Mike.
Gonna run. Crap.
Ooh, 1 inch.
1 inch. These guys are going to shoot at the...
so you're done with movement then?
Yeah, that's all my movement.
All right, here we go with shooting. Guy, these are painted so well, Mike. Good job. That's some good-looking Blood Angels.
Here's what the board looks like. It's the top of the 4th. It's Eldar turn. And the Blood Angels have made some good headway. Got some stragglers in the back. These guys failed their difficult terrain roll, so they're stuck up on top. The scouts are still moving forward. The las cannon, move closer so you can see. The las cannon predators slowly creeping forward. But I've got a good solid line of stuff coming up and starting to close the gap. And then lone tactical squad and lone devastator guys.
On guard! It was BYU versus Utes! Yeah, I don't know what that means. They told me to say that. So, the strategy of the Oceanic Eldar is to stay... is to stay out of range and basically chew off pieces of the enemy army until finally you can rush in at the last second and pick off the survivors. That really didn't work so hot with the Blood Angels. They just kind of inexorably moved in. It did help that over the course of 4 turns, Mike was able to move his transports an extra 46 inches or so. Not complaining about that. I'm just saying that against an army without that advantage, I may have had 1 more turn of shooting. Still didn't do bad. I'm far from losing. We ended up ending the game at turn 4. But as you can see, I really was pressed up against the edge of the board.
Table.
But I didn't take a whole lot of casualties either. I only lost 2 War Walkers and a couple of Vipers. Oh, and I forgot to bring in the Striking Scorpions. So, you know, not a, hey, I would have won, because we didn't really see what happened. And, yeah, you know, it's a tough call. And I like the army. It has tons of maneuverability, tons of shooting. There's never a unit just sitting there like, oh, I can't do anything. They're all doing something. And that's what I really wanted. But definitely the strategy of backpedaling didn't work so good.
Pretty sure I'd have won.
All right.
That combat would have been
that
over.
Sounds
Mephiston
like a
versus the
rematch.
Atarch. Yeah.
All right, it's rematch time next time.
Next week.
That's right.
All right.
Hey there. Talking head here. It's been some days since my game with Mike, but I wanted to really give a sort of a commentary on the game, even though we were only able to play till turn 4. The first thing I'd like to note is that Warhammer 40k has gone through several incarnations, and those of us that have been following it since the earlier ones have noticed that there have been some game balance issues. For example, there was a phase of the game where mostly due to transport rules, you could rush your opponent. I remember doing really well in a tournament because the tables were only 3 foot by 4 foot. And since I had a rush army, I could effectively rush on the first turn, which was highly unfair. And so I think the designers have made great strides in balancing the game, that basically now you really can't have so much an all-shooting army or an all-close combat army. So having said that, I definitely see how the Oceanic Eldar need just a little bit more of a close combat punch. And the other item is that when you're selecting an army list, don't try and go with a one-trick pony. The game really is designed to favor armies that have a wide variety of different units. And so the strategy comes into play. How are you going to allocate those units? How are you going to position them, deploy them, and ultimately use them to their greatest effectiveness? Now, the other thing I wanted to bring up was in this particular game, I ignored one critical part of the battle. I tried to outshoot my opponent, but I didn't try and outmaneuver him. Now, I really wasn't able to get my light speeders past the periphery very well, just because we were playing a table quarters game and it wasn't very conducive to that. But what I should have done is I should have taken my 4 heavy skimmers and I should have moved them to the center of the board to basically block Mike's advance, because you can shoot under a skimmer but you can't move under it. And as he would have found out, heavy Eldar tanks with holofields effectively have armor 14. That they're very hard to kill. And as you may have noticed, Mike didn't really shoot at any of my heavier vehicles. He just picked off a bunch of lightly armored ones. And so I'm very eager for the rematch, and I hope that everyone's taken away something from the game. I know I certainly have.